Instead of the Food Channel on television, we could show a Starvation Channel. It would make externalization less automatic. I mean, how do you think those little kids in the third world feel when somebody in their village shows the Food Channel on one of the cell phones? Oh, it's just got to be devastating to them. So, for instance, instead of a survival, naked and afraid show on television, we could place the actors in a third world slum and see how long they last. You know, they drink some dirty water and get the shits, and one of them dies. Um, and I actually heard a couple of college students tried this. They went to a village in South or Central America and they lived for a couple of months on $1 a day. And to them, it was like being in hell. And this is what our money system allows. While, the techies try to become billionaires, building devices to titillate our inner 11-year-old, right? And of the powers that be, they're in the business of staying in power, is what it looks like to me. And so the aliens respond to my train of thought by saying trading insults isn't working. You must move beyond your aggression reaction. I get a big sort of aggression reaction when I see how poorly things are being run and how they're put together and what a complete disaster it is. But the aliens, they are less accusatory. In fact, they're not accusatory at all. The whole notion of confrontation is unnecessary. They don't mean to criminalize our financial dealings or scandalize our government. For it is government with the power to carry out change. Not clowns like me taking pot shots on the internet. Of the aliens, they simply offer us a command over physics that makes money unnecessary. It's a cultural change, and one for the better. It is more fundamentally an emergency communication to all of us that we must act immediately to address environmental concerns. We have the physics to do this. Now, I want to describe some more of the communications I'm getting in the hypnagogic state. That's where you're either going into sleep or arising up out of sleep. In that state of mind, you're highly receptive to alien telepathic communication. And this is also where some humans have entered into the telepathic continuum along with me. I think the aliens are setting this up, and members of the classified sphere are enabling this with the psychotronics. Now, a human in the telepathic continuum said, "There is no such thing as a universal synthesizer." And I I disagree with this vehemently. And I'm not a scientist. And I cannot prove this mathematically. And I am not objective about this. I want it to be true. Okay, so I admit I'm not objective. But the aliens have told me the symbolism beheld in the mind can be brought to fruition. Also, Stephen Greer, in one of his lectures, he was talking about they recovered some alien bodies, and a military man asked him, how do they get in and out of this mono-piece suit that they're wearing? And Stephen Greer described they just stand into a specialized energy field that has a resonant frequency, and the suit just materializes around them. This is a nanobio semi-sentient assembly created with a vibratory transdimensional field structure. And the escape pod from the ship, which we shot down, that the alien corpses were in, the escape pod and the ship. It has the same manufacture process. The downed craft, it had the same monolithic unitive structure as the suit that the alien corpses were clad in. It is nanobio, it's semi-sentient, and this ultrasonic manufacturing process creates these tools and implements which they use. The aliens are offering this technology to us. And they have also said to me, they have intimated to me in the hypnagogic state, and now I'm beginning to receive communication outside of the hypnagogic state all day long. They have told me that mathematical description and proof of concepts surrounding the transdimensional physics is not my role. They know I'm not a physicist. I'm no Alexander Grothendieck. I'm just a regular guy. However, these things are well understood in secret programs, and I've been told by humans that discussions are underway on how to release these technologies. The aliens say there is an invitation being extended to the human race. All grievances over downed ships are to be forgotten. They are extending diplomatic relations to us. There will be treaty language that is released to the public eventually. Now, in my own view, this is personal, you could characterize the alien presence here as a rescue mission or an intervention into the shattered existence of an alcoholic. We are hopelessly enmeshed in a web of cyclical war and enslavement to money, all beribboned with lies. That's the corporate press that they use. The aliens have endowed us with unlimited treasure. There is nothing to divide or contest. Any scarcity would literally have to be invented after the technology is shared with all of us. And some more concepts from the aliens. They say all knowledge is interactive and interconnected. They say all trains of thought are intertwined. And Stephen Greer, from his lecture, said, his lecture that I attended, your awareness of an entity resonates through the conscious quantum hologram of infinite mind as a complex fractal that can change the future. And then the general in the telepathic continuum has told me the technologies inside and outside of the classified sphere, both including and not including the foreign enhancements, are getting so advanced that relinquishing the confrontational international military alliances is being considered. Now that's huge. So bear that in mind. The fundamentally competitive and manipulative requirements of seeking advantage in a money economy are also being considered. Relinquishment of a money system is being considered by humans in the international treaty language. These things are being considered by humans on Earth. So that's huge, and I wanted you to know that.